Hi, I'm Rachel, and in this tutorial, we're going to look at some tips and some tricks for doing side crow, Parsva Bakasana. So first of all, when we're preparing for side crow, it's not just a rotation in the spine, but it's actually lateral flexion. So if you want to just sit down for a minute, what we're looking at is crunching through the side of the waist and then turning. So just kind of get the feel of that with me. So bring your left hand down, scoop the side waist up. So actively pull up through the side of your waist, and then bring your right hand down. And then let's do that on the other side. Bring your right hand down, scoop up through the side of your waist, and bring your left hand over. You're gonna feel like a strong engagement through your obliques. Let's try that again. Bring your right hand down, scoop up through the side waist so there's a real lift there, and then bring your left hand down to the floor. So let's look at getting into side crow itself. So here's the thing, there's two different versions of side crow. So let's start with the one that's a little bit more accessible, and then we'll do the one that's a little bit more challenging. So when we're coming into side crow, I think the easiest way to get into it is from like a little squat position with your knees together, right? So from here, I'm going to lift my right arm up and cross it way over as far as I can. Now, I will be honest with you folks, if you've got long arms, it makes this easier, but that's okay. If you have shorter arms and you want to kind of bridge the gap and make your arms longer, just give yourself a couple of blocks. It might be a little wobblier, but what you're doing is helping to give your arms more length to get all the way over here to the floor. So what we're going to do is take both hands to the floor. Now in this first version of side crow, look at my elbows. I'm going to make a little shelf with my elbows and like stick my thigh on it. And the thing about side crow, unlike Bakasana, crow pose, is that it's a lot about leverage. It's a lot about tipping forward like a seesaw so that I can bring my hind end up. It's less about strength and more about leverage in this pose. So this first version, I'm going to bring both elbows, so this is why I gotta become like really tiny and little here, into my outer leg. So the challenging part of this version is that I have to kind of squish myself into a little ball. The nice part about this version is I have both elbows to support me. So what I can do, and you can watch me for just a sec, watch how both of my elbows are going to become a little shelf for my long thigh bone here, right? So I'm gonna lean forward, plug my thigh bone, and then here's the trick, you guys. It requires a little bit of faith and maybe a pillow in front of your nose because I'm going to lean forward so much like a seesaw that my legs can get light and come up. So I'm just kind of resting my thigh on the shelf of my elbows in this position. And let's try that. Let me show you from the other side. So here I am. I take a nice big stretch. Oh, take the arm all the way over. I'm basically bringing my arms as far over as I can. So my knees are pointing in one direction and my chest is pointing to the side of my mat. I bring both elbows into my thigh, and now I lift up and over and reach my chest forward. And if I reach my chest forward enough and get enough weight in front of my nose, then my legs get light. I can squeeze them in and lift them up. So let's try that together. So bring your knees to face the front of your mat. Left fingertips down by your left hip. Reach your right arm up. Big stretch. Crunch the left side waist, and then bring both elbows across as far as you can. If you need blocks to make your arms a little longer or a book, you can put that under your hands. Sometimes it's nice to have a pillow there. And then from here, kind of lift yourself up and over, place the thigh down on the shelf of your arms, lean forward, look forward, and swing the feet up. And it's okay if you don't get this right away. It's just a process of starting to trust and that little teeter-totter action. It's like the elbows are the fulcrum, and this is the front of the seesaw, this is the back of the seesaw, and then you start to get your feet lifted. Let's try the other side. Knees to the other side of your mat. Right hand down, left arm comes up. Lift, 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 lift. Dive up and over your own body. Get the elbows to the outside of your knee, and then lift and lean forward. Drop the whole thigh bone onto your elbows. Make a little shelf in your elbows. Lean forward and swing the legs up. And then bring them on down. So that's version one. And again, the nice thing about that version is that I get both elbows, which give me a little bit more support. But the hard thing about that version is that I have to make myself into this super, super tiny little ball. So let's look at version 2. Similar, but a little bit different. So in this version, one of the important things to think about is the levity of your pelvis. So we want the pelvis to have a little bit of a lift to it, which we create by squeezing our legs together, rather than just being dead weight. And let me show you how we do this one. So in this version, rather than squeezing myself into a little ball, I actually take my hands a little further apart on a diagonal. So in this version, rather than both elbows being against my thigh, it's only my elbow that's by my knee that's on my thigh. So I bring it more to the middle of my leg, and I bring the other hand wide. Okay, so this is going to be my foundation here, and I'm going to balance everything on my one little elbow. So because of that, you guys, watch me for a sec. If I try to come into this and just tip over, I can't get my hips up. So what we need to do is lift our hips up and almost kind of set the thigh bone down, right? And then it's the same thing. I swing the legs up. So if I get enough weight forward, reach my chest forward enough, then the legs are going to start to get lighter. The trick about this version that I want you to be careful of is this free arm. So the arm that doesn't have the leg attached to it, it's going to be tempted to collapse. So we have to create a really stable bridge in this left arm to support us. So, every time you do like a chaturanga and you're coming down, thinking about the lift through your armpits here, right, to create the stability that you need to let this arm be a pillar of support. So I'll just show you on the other side, and then we'll give it a try. So I start off the same way, right? Bring my left arm up and over, but this time my left elbow is the one that's going to be in the center of my thigh. And instead of pulling my right elbow back, kind of bring it in line with my thigh, instead I take it wider. So you see I have more space here now, which is nice, but it means that I only have one elbow to support me. Okay, so you squeeze the legs. Now watch, I need to lift the hips up a little bit. So I'm coming up and then drawing the thigh down onto my arm, reaching the chest forward, and I'm super stable through this right arm, right? So if you watch this arm, the shoulder doesn't drop down or collapse. I'm creating a real strong pillar of support through my chest. So let's try this version together. And remember, with both of these versions of side crow, it's really about that seesaw leverage. So I don't need to be like crazy, crazy strong, but I do need to be willing to bring my weight forward enough so that my feet can go up. All right, so let's do this together. So come with your feet together. We'll take the left hand wide, take your right arm up, inhale, reach and crunch. Scoop the left side of your waistline in and up as you bring your right elbow towards the middle of your thigh. And the left hand wide, I'm almost on a diagonal here. Press into your hands and start by feeling this strong line of support from your left thumb all the way up into the left side of your chest. Okay, that's going to stay nice and strong. Now, lift your hips up a little bit, swivel your thigh onto your right arm, squeeze your legs together, and then reach your chest forward to float your legs up. From here, go ahead and put the feet down. Let that go. So even if you're just starting to play with that little wobble, that's great. Let's do the other side. Right hand out, lift the left arm up, sweep it all the way over, scoop the right side of your waistline in, and then place the elbow to the center of your thigh and take your right arm wide. Before we go anywhere, focus for a moment on pressing the right hand down, drawing the shoulder onto your back so you feel a lift through the armpit. Keep that as you inhale, squeeze the legs, lift your pelvis up a little bit, bend your left elbow, place your thigh on your knee, and then squeeze the legs to swivel the feet up. Bring the feet on down. Come to sit in whatever position is comfortable. And you might feel a little like, whoo, activation and burning through the core and the abdominal wall. So there's side crow, some tips for practice. One, there's two different side crows that you can do, one with both elbows, the other with just one elbow. And a real key to this is the willingness to, first of all, stabilize your shoulders so you create a nice strong frame, but also to reach your chest forward. So as you're starting to play with this, you might try leaning a little bit forward on your toes, coming back, leaning forward, and at some point, those toes are going to get light. So I hope this supports your practice, and I hope you enjoyed.